All right, Chuck Wilson, New Hope Community Church, Connecting the Dots. And this one I'm going to title, You Can't Be Friends with People Who Hate You. You can't be friends with people who hate you. And specifically, I did this because the Pope recently denounced fear of Islam, the fear of Islam, and says it's possible to live together and to be friends. And I'm quoting Pamela Geller, the Geller Report. If you don't read the Geller Report daily, you are missing out. She is so far ahead of the news and so far ahead of her sources are unbelievable. She is right on Jewish women, right on with Christians and Jews, what's going on in the world. Please read her stuff daily and support her. A tremendous, tremendous resource. But she said how the Pope basically said that we Christians can't fear Islam and it's possible to live together, to be friends. It's just, and as Pamela Geller says, she says, it's tantamount to betraying the very people you are entrusted to protect. He is leading blindfolded through a minefield and he is leading while blindfolded through a minefield and dragging millions with him. Just unbelievable. Just going to read a few of the recent events that happened. Hamas terrorist mobs attack Hanukkah concert in Amsterdam, chanting, "Kill the Jews." And as this points out, this is Pamela Geller again, it's monstrous enough that Jews and Christians suffer during our religious holidays, but then we have to listen to the media and political elites insist that Islam is peace, and to think otherwise makes you a racist, Islamophobic, anti-Muslim bigot. They warn of non-existent backlash and spew endless verbal, on and on. Unbelievable. Then here's another one. 2 dead, Brown University gunman targeted Jewish class. And he was shouting in Arabic. The shooter was shouting in Arabic, which finally it's starting to seep into, a week later, it's starting to seep out the truth of this. That in Brown University, this guy shot up this class, killed 2 people, wounded 9, 10 other people, all because it was a Jewish studies class and he was shouting in Arabic. All right? That's what is going on with our friends, the people we should be friends with, all right? Also, we saw what happened in Australia with the shooting, the 11 people killed and 30 people wounded. Just terrible. The shooting that happened in Australia, just unbelievable what happened. And how is Australia responding to this? First of all, they did nothing about the anti-Semitism that is everywhere in Australia. They just let it go, even though they were warned and warned. But how are they responding? They're planning tougher gun laws. Tougher gun laws. That's how they're going to deal with it. Because, Muslims can only kill people with guns. They don't use anything else, right? Unbelievable. And as the Babylon Bee says, fake news. Media reports mass shooting in Australia, but that's impossible because guns are illegal there. They're already impossible to get, but they still found a way to get them to shoot people up, right? But Babylon Bee said it's fake news that there was a shooting in Australia, shooting all these Jews because guns are illegal to get there. And then there's another one here. To halt, Babylon Bee, once again, they nail it every time. To halt violence against Jews, Australia bans Hanukkah. And that's what they're telling people all over the Western. Don't show that you're Jewish. Don't show that you're Christian. Don't show these Christmas, the Christmas traditions. You got to back off from that. They're canceling Christmas holiday festivals all over Europe because they don't want to offend and get blown up and shot at because of that. It's so sad. It's so sad. Listen, why would the Pope be pushing this friendship with the Muslims? Because very likely some pope, an apostate pope, and this is one of them, is going to lead a one world religion under the Antichrist. He's going to lead a one world religion. He's got to bring them all together. He's going to head it up. But listen, don't fall for his lie. This pope is apostate. Don't fall for his lie. And my Jewish my Roman Catholic friends are telling me the same thing. They warned me when I thought, hey, this guy might sound okay. They go, no, the serious Christians that I know in the Roman Catholic Church said, don't fall for it. He's worse than the last guy. Don't fall for the lies. We do not worship the same God as the Pope likes to claim. We do not worship the same God. We worship Jehovah God. They call their God Allah. And the difference between the Quran and the Bible couldn't be more extreme. I tell the Muslims who claim we worship the same God, okay, well, let's pray to Jehovah then. Oh, no, I'm not going to. Because they know it's not true. They're just playing this game with the Western media, right? We don't worship the same God. Don't believe the lies. But even though we know that Muslims are not following the one true God and they don't have faith in Jesus Christ and salvation, knowing that should motivate us to love them and share Jesus Christ. I'm not saying this out of hate. I'm saying this because I love Muslims. I have many Muslim friends. I love them. I want them to find Jesus Christ. I want them to do. But you have to speak the truth in love. Ephesians 4 says to speak the truth in love. We have to speak the truth, and it has to be in love. That's what has to happen. But there are many Muslims turning to Jesus Christ. They're having dreams. They're reading the Bibles. They're being reached through ministries like Trans World Radio, which beams it into the Muslim countries. So many Muslims are coming to Christ, and that should motivate us to reach them and to share Jesus Christ with them. And there are many noble people who are cultural Muslims, but they're noble Muslims. This guy, did you see what happened in Australia? Who saved so many Jews from being shot? It was a Muslim man. His name was Ahmed Al-Ahmed. And he is now being recognized as a hero for tackling one of the Muslim shooters and saving Jews. And then he was shot by the police who thought he was one of the shooters. He was wounded by the police who finally show up, right? But this guy's a hero. Unbelievable. In fact, Jerusalem Post, if there's a Jewish Nobel for saving Jews, Ahmed Al-Ahmed just won it, and it just recognized there are many noble people living in the Muslim lands, and we can reach them with the love of Jesus Christ. That's the truth.